the young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come a for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. Tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, eye convenient, eye fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye map tap send. Intienne, also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka come abusuya for Ghana for na tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Push sugar level, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre tudo nani etina ka mu kwantin akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se ubenya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo o so to mfa akosika swane ne mpatamu anase achimota lapa se kosin sawam. Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane, anasa ade bia wo pebia. So ukoton kwadia enye bebia wo se wutumwa eye Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto. All call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
All right, so we are back again on Ghana's hottest and trendiest show ever. That is Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV with my numero uno pundits. Of course, we are humans. Sometimes you talk about something that you disagree with us. Sometimes you agree with us. They are all part of what makes us human. So if you are watching us for the very first time, this is called Showbiz Daily. We do this on Sammy Flex TV every weekday from 7 p.m. We sit on this channel to discuss some of the pertinent issues in our showbiz industry and not the petty ones. Of course, if it ends up being petty, it is not because we intended to make it happen so, but it happened as part of human life. My name is Sammy Flex on your screen. Roland Amate is also here. He's an event blogger, publicist, and a talent manager, one of my pundits here, and the hottest man in our showbiz space currently, Rad Derek Money is everywhere, is also here. He's a journalist, producer, and of course content creator as well, and he is trending. Derek Money is trending everywhere. And at the extreme end, in Team Dodo Solomon, you can simply call him Chemo. He's our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited and also a digital content strategist. Anytime you're looking for solutions online, he has the best of solutions for you. Behind the scenes, Digital Rasta is called Currency. He is handling our camera, and Richie Flex is the editor and director of the show. Gentlemen, you're welcome. And we have to do this because we are on our way to Kumasi or Sekrom to experience the Kumasi invasion. That is Delay Herbal Center, Lawson Herbal Center. They are the producers of Delay Man and Delay Beaters. Put them together. You just need them and you'll be man. Yeah, if you want to be a man, get Delay and Delay and everything will be fine. That one I know and I can tell you for sure. But let's start with this because I know that is what Ghana is talking about. I know that is what the industry is talking about. After our brother Derek Money made a statement which did not sit well with some people who are part of the Gbevu Nation as well as Edem himself. I know so many people did not like it. The fact that the statement our brother made did not sit well with Edem. They are so mad at us. Let me put it that way. They are so mad at us, Derek Money and me and the platform as well. That's why I would admit and say at us. But let me get reaction from my people, how it is going and how they are also seeing it, how they are also feeling and all that. Chamo, let me start with you. What's your reaction on what is happening so far online after there is many statements on Edem?
It's so many things. Like when issues happen like this, I mean, people want to share their opinions. People want to say things that they think they have the right to say, and I think we should allow that, but we always preach that just do it with respect, or try to say it in a way that it will not offend a lot of people, or not offend anybody, just that you can't satisfy everybody, so once in a while it may happen, or it will happen. And when it happens and you know that you are in the wrong, the best thing to do is to apologize. Because in your head or in your heart, you didn't mean to offend anybody. You thought or you think that you are just sharing your opinion.
Okay.
But it may not land well.
Yes, your good intentions.
Yes, your good intention is always not enough. Some people will not be happy with you. So I think in our quest to do what we think will help the industry, we may offend people, and we will plead with them, forgive us, or accept the fact that we are human and we can also go wrong. So we will just apologize to Edem, and then tell people to also see that as the errors or the hazard of the game. It may happen at some point in time. So I think we will not say much than just to apologize to him. And anybody who got offended by what happened. But this will not stop us from doing our jobs or what we think that we are supposed to do. We will be guided by what has happened. Yes. And do better going forward. If at least that's not our intention anyway.
Never.
We are not here to offend anybody. We are here
to look down or to disrespect anybody.
No, not at all. We are here to entertain, educate, and share our opinions. Regardless of how you want it to go. I mean, some people will always disagree with us, and we will accept it.
As such, in good faith.
Yes, just that we should just do it with respect as much as we can, and that will help us. And moving forward, I think things will get better. That's what.
Now, industry people's reaction. Are you surprised about that? Those who are hitting at us and those who are praising us, both of them. Are you surprised about that?
I'm surprised about some of them. I think this thing, we can, when we go through the archives, we will see that it has happened before, or many people have done it in one way or the other.
There is no platform in Ghana that you can say no pandit has said something that did not sit well
with other people or an artist or something. No. And I genuinely feel that at the time that they were saying, they were not thinking that, no, I want to offend this guy. So when it happens, the best thing is to apologize. Even when you think that you are in a good position to say it, or you can even defend it, the best way is to apologize. Yes. Later, then you can maybe talk about explanation or giving more meat to whatever that you said at that time. I mean, this is not so far from what Yaudabo said and the way things went on him. Yes. I think in Yadabo's mind, he thought that, Charlie, this is the best advice that I can give people. Good intention. But the results was not good enough. I mean, some people were not happy. And legitimately so. So Yadabo, I heard that he has come out to apologize. Yes. And this is how the game is. I mean, you will not always get it right. And you should be ready to apologize when you think that the way it went, it didn't go like the right way. Why not apologize and let's move on with life.
I see. Okay, thank you, Chemo. Let me go to Roland. Roland, how about you? Reaction from the general public, social media, and the industry. What do you think about it?
Brasa, do I condone the manner in which my brother made the statement. No, I don't. If left to me alone, I wish he would have said it in a different light, regardless of his intentions and the point he wanted to make. Maybe he could have said it in a different way that probably other people would understand, or those who are coming after him would understand. And am I surprised at the reactions coming? No, I am not surprised. With what I've been through, the things I've seen and the experience I have in the industry, it is I am not surprised at all. In fact, this is just one of them. Yes, public speaking, and it's a human institution, and it is not so different. People are bound to make mistakes. People are bound to say things that will offend anybody. Sometimes, if you don't tear it down, it will be very difficult for you to even fix it. You understand? So sometimes it is like that. So yes, let's see this as one of the hazards that come with the job. I know from the other end where people are receiving, yes, there have been some utterances and some statements from the other end that also wouldn't sit well with us here. But then we take it in good faith and we try to see it as one of the hazards of the game and just move forward. But then it is still our duty to still apologize to people. Yes, even if you want to correct somebody, you want to save somebody, and the person still doesn't understand your method and takes offense, it is the honorable thing to do is to just apologize to the person, because whether you have a good intention or not, maybe the person did not see it that way. So you just have to do the honorable thing by apologizing. It will not take anything away from you. It will not reduce the money you have in your account. It will not change how you look. It will not even change how you think. But then it is the honorable thing just to make peace reign, and that's it. So me, I am not surprised even at the reaction, especially even people that even have done worse. Their reactions and all that. Me, I'm not surprised. It is part of the game. It is a human institution. But hey, public speaking, I always say it is not for everyone. It's not for everyone. So sometimes when you are speaking, let's be measured in some of the things that we say, and also for once try to put ourselves in the opposite direction, and everything will be fine.
Are you shocked about the attacks?
Oh, I'm not shocked. Me, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. In fact, even if you say things,
attack dogs all over.
You see, even if you say things, if you say things to praise one party, I know people who would be at the opposite and coming like that will come after you.
Yeah.
That's why you praising Sammy Flex so much.
And we see that often.
Yes, I saw Eric Tosca's post and I just smiled. I said, oh, wow, that's beautiful. And right after, I chanced on a comment on Twitter whereby the person has screenshotted that post and said, ass licking. And
what Eric Tosca have?
Exactly. But you go under that same post and the kind of comments that you are seeing, Kwame Dazi, top people all sharing the same like sentiment or testimony that Eric Tosca is sharing. But then you still have somebody who still wouldn't understand. So for the attacks, me, I'm not surprised. Even if you speak the word of God to somebody, people preach and they insult them every day.
Yeah.
So how much more you trying to correct somebody? It is normal. It is part of life. The ones that we can learn from and add beneficial to us, we will just put it up like that and move on.
Yeah, there's the Eric Tosca post.
The ones that we think wouldn't help us, we just trash them and life moves on. It is like that. Me, I'm not surprised at the attacks, cry.
Okay. So Eric Tosca says that there are 3 people I can hit my chest and point as great enablers in Ghana's entertainment space, and that is Bolare, Baba Sadiq, and Samuel Atubiban. That these guys have nurtured and enabled over 10 individuals to be stakeholders in our entertainment space. Today I'll talk about Sammy Flex. He's a good man, a man that likes to put people on. So far as you are ready, he has a lot of proteges that are good at whatever they do. If Sammy Flex put you on, I beg, don't disappoint him. Don't lose guard, especially on his show. And I'm sure that is what happened. I'm sure that is what happened.
Exactly.
Yes. Derek, what I also say, you are at the center of all the controversies. You are the focal point of what is happening.
You are everywhere.
Kakum,
Okwaku, Kaka Kumna
That's I mean, it's not easy.
I know, right?
It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. Although I did not mean what people are trying to project, because I thought I was saying it to position certain things, but basically I don't know how they try to position my words, because I don't have any bad intentions to disrespect anybody. We are all in the same industry, working together, one in hand. He will need me at a point in time, I will need him at a point in time. So I don't have to disrespect anybody at any particular point in time. But I don't understand how Ghanaians took the whole issue to another level. Although they see some iota of disrespect in there, but that wasn't my intention. So once again, I'll take the opportunity on this platform to say sorry to Adam for whatever transpired. I did not mean to disrespect him. Maybe it came out of a flip of tongue. I'm very sorry about that. But the way the industry people sees it and how the comments that are coming, I mean, some comments are bullets. Yeah, some comments are, they are not just comments. Yeah, they are bullets. When it hits you so hard. Yeah. And all this, and it's a learning season. Yeah, because all these things prompt me, have some people behind the scene, or better still, how the industry see things whenever it comes up. So I would say it's a learning season. All these things needs to pop up whilst we are in industry, so we know how to position ourselves very well, especially with the line of work we are doing. We can never stop, and we won't stop. In as much as these things are happening, we will still do the work we are doing. So it's just some moral lessons I'll learn from it. Then we move on, and then everything will be successful as we go forward.
Solid. Thank you so much, Ora, Derek Money, and to everybody who might have been. I know some people are genuinely disappointed. I know some people are genuinely disappointed. I think such people, we want to say we are very sorry, very unfortunate for what transpired, but we pray that everything will be fine. And I know Edem will also accept our apology in good faith. And one caution I want to put out: nobody should read tribalism into this. If you know this platform, you not even think about reading tribalism into this. We are very far from that. We don't know why someone will even think about, oh, tribalism. What for? What are we going to gain from that? People who come here, we are from different tribes, but we all gel so very well. In this office, we are not from the same tribe, different tribe. But when you come, nobody has even spoken about that even in this office before for someone to even think it. So yes, I know it happens, but once again, we are sorry. Now I want us to look at something. Looking at what Lawson Herbal Center is doing with Shatta and Medikal, and the fact that anytime they go to every region, they select the creme de la creme from the regions to play with them. So in Takrade, they picked on Kofi Kinata. Then in Kumasi, as we are about to go, they have picked on Asakaa and J-Bad. Does it mean that every artist, no matter how national you be, you should try to get some position in your region where you come from? Roland, and you have been doing events. Let me start this with you.
I mean, yes, it is true. This is a must. This is a must, because there is nothing as good as having a base as a brand or as an artist. And the fact that you own a space means that, yes, there will come a time that you will be needed. Whether, even if it is once in a year or even twice in a year or even throughout the year, you will still be needed. As it stands, there are so many people. That is why when we went to Brekum and Osino, and some of these places, I was more concerned about the locals. Okay. You understand? In fact, I was a little disappointed when I did not see that kind of collaboration, like that zeal for them to even have a touch or have some form of collaboration or representation, even on the platforms or on the events that were happening in their places. Because as it stands, you can't go to the north without consulting the likes of Fancy Gadam, Fadlan, Makasio, and the likes. It is almost impossible. And if indeed we want to grow the entertainment industry across the whole country, it is dependent on even some of the people in those regions to make sure they elevate themselves. Else, these people will come from other regions, come and play show, take the monies, and go. And even promoters wouldn't even see the need to even put you on. Putting Asakaa and Jebad on doesn't mean that, or Kenata on doesn't mean that they are, because they are from the regions in you. No.
Yeah, it's because they have built their brand well.
Yes, they've built their brand well. They've positioned themselves in a certain light that makes them attractive. You have no other option than to put them on, regardless of whoever you are bringing from outside. That is it. So yes, these are some of the things that will help even develop the entertainment sectors in other places. I was so happy when Brekum, some promoters were doing back-to-back activations, as in bringing the likes of Wendishe, Stoneboy, Shatta, Wale, and all that. And we also saw the involvement of almost all the fraternities in that space. And it looked beautiful, because at the end of the day, this will also contribute in building the entertainment front in that region. Okay. So at the end of the day, if we say, oh, we are doing next time, if we are doing December in GH, we will not only think of Accra. Our majority of the events will not be in Accra. That way, we will also see other areas as viable or attractive to also send some of the events there. So let's say Taste of Ghana, that they did it in Accra. They can say, okay, it was a 3-day event. They can say, okay, let's do one in Accra, let's do one in Kumasi, and let's do one in, let's say, Brekum. And it will be very beautiful. That is how we are able to, because they've proven themselves. Not because they are from there or we want to. It is not charity. It is business. So yes, it is dependent on some of the artists in their localities to make sure that in whatever they do, even if they can't get a national breakthrough, at least the small space that they find themselves, it is their responsibility to make sure that they get certain form of breakthrough there. The fact that you don't have a breakthrough, so like a nationwide breakthrough song, doesn't mean that you can't conquer where you are. So you see some people hailing from Tema, you see some people hailing from Kaswa, you see some people hailing down Soman, you should also find a base. Find a base and represent yourself or associate yourself with them, identify yourself with them. Let them know you or see you as one of their own. So that even if an event promoter decides to bring somebody from a different place, even to that place, and you are not on, they will be able to raise questions for you. Shatta Wale has proven himself as well as other artists, which is why when an event like Global Citizen Festival came and he wasn't on, some people raised eyebrows, some people asked questions. To the extent that even to the next event, that was one of the biggest events that happened during December, he was put on.
That's true.
And it is like that. So sometimes the conversation wouldn't start from, like, the effort starts from you though, but you should be able to prove yourself to the extent that the moment they bypass you, people would ask questions. So your question that you ask, yes, it is good that as artists they will make sure that they get a breakthrough or some form of popularity or attention in the place, regions. Yes, or in their small locality, so that some of these things wouldn't pass them by.
Okay, so let's look at the two here. Kofi Kinata and Asakaa and Jebad. They live in the regions. Like Kofi Kinata, not 100%, like about 80% lives in Takrady. And Jebad and Asakaa, like they live there.
Exactly.
In considering, say, the next region, if the person doesn't live there, do you think they will still get the same consideration like those who have been picked have gotten? Because maybe I know BA will be next, and BA I'm looking at, okay, BA who? Guru might not be living in BA like that.
So it depends on your strength or the kind of appeal you have there. There are some people who do not live in the regions that they represent. Yes, though, they still have some form of appeal, whether they are in or out. An example is, let me take Flo Kingston for example. Flo Kingston, at a point, was not living in Ashanti region for a long time. Yet, whenever he goes there, the level of respect and attention that he wants, he sometimes gets them. And it is like, that is why some people even get scared when artist blows in the region and decides to move to Accra. Because they feel like, who moving? One year na attention now what has say, a paper. So yes, some people who blow in the region and decide to relocate, it's a 50-50. Sometimes it can affect you, sometimes it wouldn't. But then I'm sure the main focus will be someone that has made a mark for himself and still lives with them, or is able to still hold that connection with them. Asakaa has been in and out of Accra for some time. The Amrado has also been in Accra for quite some time. Yes, still he has some still form of connection in Ashanti region. Should something happen right now in Ashanti region, somebody like Amrado can represent, because as it stands, he still has that kind of connection. The Guru example that you made, yes, it will be 50-50 looking at how long he's been away from the region. But then, if he's supposed to activate himself, or he knows the terrain very well, he knows which place to click or which pause to press to get that connection again. So yes, this will be a conversation, a background conversation between the organizers and some people on the ground that will determine, okay, which artist should we call to represent? Is it the person that blew and left, or the person that is still there, even though he's not as big as the person that's left? It will be because the success of the show is paramount, is the main thing. Whether the person living there is going to give it to you, or the person that has left is going to give it to you, we still have to find somebody. So that is a background conversation between the organizers and the people on the ground.
Perfect. In Ashanti region, are you satisfied with these guys, or given the options to suggest other names, you come with some names?
Definitely, you can't have enough. So many names would come up. But then, if we are talking about one of the people who controls the Ashanti music space right now, you can't take Asakaa boys out. In fact, yes, oh yes. In fact, even if you bring them to Accra, I can rate them. I can rate their relevance ahead of so many of the groups we have even in Accra.
Well,
so yeah, if they had, I'm sure if they had enough money, probably they would have put so many people on.
Like who and who?
Oh, the likes of Amrado, Strongman, and all those names are there.
YP.
Or say that will say Kumasi can you talk?
Hey.
I said Tobo. I said Tobo.
So Kwaku DMC will be part of Asakaa.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I know he's also very influential in the area.
Oh, Brunine Kase.
Kofi Jama. Or now you guys argue that Kofi Jama's high.
Kofi Jama has been in Accra.
He's out of Kumasi.
He's out of Kumasi. Yes.
Influence in Kumasi
is still relevant. Yeah. You understand? And
okay, let me go to Derek. Derek, same way we are asking for regional championship. Should every artist aim to at least top one region? Because now, if this trip is supposed to go to Tamale, I'm sure we know how it's going to be like. Sure. Between Fancy Gada or Makasio, I don't know which they'll be putting, which of them they'll be putting on, or maybe the two of them. So, should every artist aim at owning one region?
Well, I mean, it's very necessary. That's why Shatta Wale earned the name Local Champion, and it's really working for him. Because
he owns Ghana.
He owns Ghana. So if you organize a show, if you're event organizer, come to Ghana, organize a show, and you don't put Shatta Wale on,
people ask questions.
Because he has built the brand in within the Ghanaian space, whereby everybody knows how hardworking he is. Let's look at Risky Live in Ghana. It flopped, but Shatta Wale stood up. See, I'll do 360 because they have termed him as local champion. He was able to control the locality. To do the 360 at the stadium,
and he filled the
40K. These are certain things you need to encourage. But when you are building,
is this also a title he'll be proud about?
He won't be proud about. But
why shouldn't he?
I don't know. But Ghanaians have given it to you. Yeah, so you have to just keep quiet and accept it in good faith.
It depends on
how you look at it and what you want to use it for.
Okay, so give me one example.
So you see,
Derek, we'll come back to you.
So you see, whether even with was like 3 music does, they always find a way to elevate somebody from that region. And I believe it is somebody that has proven himself in the region. That is why you are able to do that. So if you want, depending on what you want to use it for, if you want to use it for a popularity conversation, as in awards and appeal, that is where you can be proud and say, oh, I am a local champion. But if it goes beyond that particular circle, or let's say it goes international and you still want to use that conversation, I am not sure you'll be proud of that. So yes, in Ghana, he can say, yes, in Ghana, I am the champion. But when it goes, the conversation moves outside and he wants to raise another conversation, I'm not sure he will be proud. So yeah.
Okay, Derek, take over and continue from there still.
Brass, I mean, when you are building a brand, you look at the people around you. You have to serve them, let them understand the brand you are selling, let them understand the product. So whenever they understand the product and the product is no more, they will yearn for the thing to come back. And that is what I think every artist needs to do. When you are from a vicinity, you have to let the people within the vicinity feel you, get more of you. So whenever in your absence, they'll still yearn for more.
I get it.
The likes of Kweku DMC, the Kenneth, these are guys who have established themselves within Kumasi. Amrado, Strongman. Strongman hardly comes to Accra. Yes. Yeah.
But personally, I was also expecting Strongman to be on this show.
Yes.
Personally. Because I don't know. Is J-Bad not part of Asakaa? So why have they made him a separate artist on this show?
J-Bad
so
is...
they are rapping at the Asakaa boys, J-Bad and the other guy.
Which other guy?
Skyface.
So what has he made? It's not the whole Asakaa that will be performing?
It could be the whole Asakaa, but these are the people representing them.
So this is it. You see, the Asakaa, J-Bad being different from the Asakaa boys is just like Yao Tog. First, people thought Yao Tog was part of Asakaa boys until he established himself. And we know Asakaa is just like, let me say, R2Bs. So when you need them to come together, they can come. But when you want Mugis or PD, you can have either of them. That is how. So if you book R2Bs, only Mugis can come as R2Bs. And it is still R2Bs. PD can come alone as R2Bs. If you book Asakaa, they can come as in a group and say we have come as Asakaa. But if you want J-Bad to, J-Bad can also come.
Okay.
That's I mean, I think
though.
Yeah. Moving forward with that one to it boils down to hard work, because most of the time we will have some musicians within their area who are known for certain things they have been doing. They've been there for years. Even somewhere in the game before others came to meet them. But before you realize, some people have established their name. They become a household name. Why? Because of their hard work and their input. For instance, we are all talking about certain artists who are not built to perform on the Kumasi invasion.
Okay.
Meanwhile, they are household names, or they've been in the system for so long. But why were their name are not here? Because of the hard work. You have to put in extra hard work for the people to come and accept you. Not anything you put out there will be accepted.
Okay.
You need to be very hardworking. Let's look like at Tema guys. When they were coming up, the likes of Stage A, Yaosiki, they established themselves within the vicinity.
Okay.
So the moment they post up, you talk about Tema boys. They even came together to do songs.
Okay.
Tema boys, with this, whenever you organize any program in that area, you stand the chance of getting the masses, the numbers.
Okay.
Because they've already believed in you. You show them what you can do. They've come to understand, know your hard work. So whenever you want to establish your brand within your vicinity, that will become a household name. You have to be hardworking. I'm sure if Shatta Wale is not hardworking, no event that will come to Ghana will put him on.
Yeah.
Because he's very hardworking.
Yeah.
Very, very, very hardworking. These are certain things we need to take a critical look at. When you want to build a brand within your area, you have to be extra hardworking or extraordinary among your peers. So whenever they are calling, your name will be mentioned.
Okay.
It's a good thing to surround your name or cement your name within your vicinity. Yeah, you're about damn great if you feel. Yeah, into feel, but you have to be prepared.
Money,
Yeah.
Sammy Flexxnewspaper.
So that's, I mean, I think I will encourage our artists, whenever you want to come up or you are moving in within the system, you have to establish yourself within your vicinity.
Okay.
Let your vicinity people feel you, understand your craft, know who you are. So whenever you are organizing a show, or better still, you are coming out with something new, they all accept you with good faith. Yeah, sure. So I think that's a Cowboys are. But I don't understand why some people are there and then some are not there whilst you are deliberating on it.
If you were to pick 3 artists from Ashanti region, Kumasi, to represent this show, which artist would you have picked?
I'll go for Strongman Bernard. Kenneth.
Okay, that is part of Asakaa.
Okay. You are talking about the whole Kumasi.
Yes.
Oh, then I'll pick Amrado. I'll pick Strong Mind Bender, and then this guy, Floating Stone. Yeah, there's 3 people
to play this show.
Yeah, because look at Shatta, Wale, look at Medikal, and then the rappers guy become rappers game. So Amrado, Strong Mind Bender, and then Floating. It will even create some impression around the show.
Okay.
Because Amrado Banner, Floating Stone, Medikal, that beef they created some time ago.
Yeah,
so it is going to create another impression. Yes, which is going to generate masses. So for me, I'm going to choose these 3 people, adapt to. But one thing is, the Skyface, his song is banging.
Which song?
Do I remember?
The Ohima song.
Ohima. It's really banging.
Oh, that is Skyface.
Skyface.
Boys, yeah.
Featuring Asakaa Boys. Yes.
So they do is
all the Asakaa Boys are
that dance I want to learn it too.
Give you a better TikTok. So they do, and like J-Bad will feature Asakaa Boys. Kenneth will feature Asakaa Boys. Skyface will feature Asakaa Boys. So that's how they usually do it.
So the Ohima song is for Skyface.
Yes.
Featuring
all the Asakaa Boys.
Just like Sorry was for Yao Talk featuring Asakaa Boys. That's how it is.
Is it the guy who owns that song? No, I doubt.
Which I'll find.
No. It's Skyface featuring Asakaa Boys. Ohima, yeah. It belongs to Skyface.
Please confirm.
The Asakaa Boys anyway.
Confirm.
No, Skyface. I've been playing
Confirm.
Skyface featuring Asakaa Boys. Yeah, so I think Sammy, that's how it needs to go. If I was the organizer, these are the 3 people I'm going to put them on the show. For the show to sell. Bring some impressions for the show to sell. But if these are the artists, that is their choice. Fine, they are the organizers, and then they have the right to choose the artists they want them to play. And then I think that's all. Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. Chamo, come through artist and regional influence.
It's important to some people, but it will not be for everybody. I mean, based on your strategy and how you want to grow as a brand or as an artist. But if you can get it, it's the best. If you can get your own people to support you, you will have a formidable team to even face outside your team or face the world. So if your people are behind you, it's like half of the game is done. And that's why the organizers will, by all means, put somebody there, somebody from the vicinity who has influence to be part of the show. I mean, if you want people to come out, that's another way to also get people to come. Apart from them coming for the biggest artists, want to see the biggest artists, they will also want to see their own, somebody that they think can help, somebody that they think can represent them. Like our own person was also on the platform, rubbing shoulders with the best in that sense.
In the country,
yes. So I think for that reason, it's better that you get your local people or your people to support you. That's the bottom line. But there are some products that you can't use that strategy. It will fail or it will fall for you. Sometimes you can also work from the outside and then you bring it home. That's another way to do it. But it's always better to get your local people. And for that reason, I will agree with the organizers for picking Asakaa Boys. I mean, as we have it now, they are trending.
Their relevance
is so huge. And if you are doing something like this, there will be a better candidate to get
represent.
Yes, to get you the people that you are looking for. So me, I agree with the organizers for bringing Asakaa Boys to this party.
Okay.
Yes, and it's good for the game and for the industry, and people should work hard for what they stand for.
And everybody should at least represent one region.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some can't. I mean, somebody like Jackie, for instance, blew outside and then she's bringing it home.
Yeah.
Because
blew from
outside. Yeah. Her name outside there.
Yeah, she did not blow from Kumasi.
No.
Yeah.
So some people will not get it like that. That's why when you want to talk about top musicians in Kumasi, you may not mention Asakaa as the first people, or Asakaa will not come to mind as the first people on top of Kumasi entertainment space. But as we are talking now, it's like Black Sheriff and then the other musicians. When you want to pick somebody to represent Ghana now, and you are mentioning names, you will not leave Black Sheriff out.
Yeah.
But when you are talking about like musicians and what they have done, Black Sheriff will not be the first person that you will mention. Okay. So the same thing is happening in Kumasi. When we want a musician now to do something, I mean, you can't mention them with, you can't take Asakaa out. Okay. You have to mention them because they are now ruling the space for now. Okay. But they are not the top musicians when you want to compare. You will not put them at the top. Like they wouldn't be the first person that you mention. So, but for the game and what is happening now, the organizers, I think they have done well for putting Asakaa boys on this show. Yeah. Okay,
now let's look at our very last story before we leave here. Remember that if you are in Kumasi, then part of our team, Sammy Flex TV, we will be in town later today, and we are going to be covering Shatta, Wale and Medikal, Asakaa boys, J-Bad and Skyface. That is their invasion put together by Lawson Herbal Center. We are sure going to be there. But before we embark on our trip, let's do this. There seems to be who raps best competition coming back into the discussion again, and I'll start this with the top 10 American rappers of all time according to, let me start that with, I'm not really a hip-hop fan, so I don't have much to say as a matter of fact, but I don't know if my guys here, if any of them is a hip-hop head, then they can also be part of this conversation. But me there, I'm not sure if I start I can pass. So according to Billboard, and Billboard is that platform that has been ranking music, they have been doing all the charts in America and especially world music. And according to them, top 10 American rappers of all time. Listen, of all time. So since rap started, since rap started, top 10 American rappers of all time according to Billboard. And according to them, their number 1 is Jay-Z. Number 2, Kendrick Lamar. Number 3, Nas. Number 4, Tupac. Number 5, Eminem. Number 6, Notorious B.I.G. Number 7, Lil Wayne. Number 8, Drake. Number 9, Snoop Dogg. And number 10 is Nicki Minaj. This is according to Billboard. And like I'm saying, if you're a hip-hop head, then you can be part of this conversation. If you're not a hip-hop head like me, then maybe stay out of this before you put yourself into trouble. I don't know if you guys want to comment on this. Anybody who would want to comment? Me, I'm not a hip-hop head like that.
Me too. I'm like you. I'm not like out and out a hip-hop guy. But the little that I've heard, or for the people that I've followed, I will put Eminem ahead of some of the names.
So Richie, put it on. Let's see how Chemo would do the breakdown.
Yes. I'll put Eminem and Lil Wayne ahead of Kendrick Lamar, for instance, and maybe Tupac. Not because Tupac is not good, but I think Eminem and Lil Wayne, they still have influence in the space now. And I think they have done enough.
They are saying of all time.
Yes.
So it's not about who has. So some of them are even dead. Like Tupac is dead.
So I'll just and I'm saying that I'll put Eminem and Lil Wayne ahead of Lamar, Kendrick Lamar, and then Nas and Tupac. They form, but the thing is, that's why I said that based on the little that I've enjoyed in that space and what I know about them, I think Eminem should be in a better position than where they have placed him. I mean, I may even put Eminem ahead of Jay-Z, but some people will argue based on the influence and what Jay-Z has done for himself in the space. Yeah, the achievement, the other things will come in. But Eminem, the bars, everything, like, I'm not out and up hip-hop guy, but I can listen to Eminem. That's the thing. I can listen to Lil Wayne. the style and the like how he flows and all that. So me, if I would disagree with this list, it will be the position of Lil Wayne and Eminem. The rest, I don't have much to say about it.
I see. Ro, you also want to comment on this?
I don't have a problem with the list also. Just that I would want as maybe from no running order. But I am satisfied with somebody like Eminem being in the top 5. I think I don't have a problem with the top 5. Just that I would have done it maybe Jay-Z, Nas, then maybe Eminem, then Tupac before Kendrick Lamar, then the others will follow like that. Otherwise, I think it is a very fair representation looking at the influence that they've had, the kind of work that they put into the game, and how even they controlled rap, the rap music. All of them, as you see them, have had influence, not even on music listeners, but even their own colleagues. All of them have been able to build prodigies that have like grown out and been prominent in the industry, which is why they deserve to be there. So yes, I think so far it's a very good representation. Just that some people would want to reshuffle it.
Is Jay-Z at number 1 because of his work?
It is also
I think
a factor.
that will have an influence.
It is also a factor because
he's a good rapper. He has done certain something, but I mean, I think his influence now will push him ahead of others, not just about his rap game. I think there are other
what he's been able to use rap to achieve.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is what will put Jay-Z at number 1. Yes.
Derek, are you a hip hop fan like that?
Yeah, Brad Sammy, I do listen to hip hop songs. Brad Sammy, I think they just need to remove Kendrick Lamar and then put Lewin over their position.
Hey.
Yeah, Lewin, Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, 2 and 7. That position. One have to be yes, that is what they just have to do. And with that, I think one name too is missing. Jaru. He's also another hardcore rapper who supposed to be in the top 10 when we are talking about Busta Rhymes. Yeah, so when we are talking about American top rappers, I think say top 10. This Jaru needs to be there, but with that shift, it needs to be done. Kendrick Lamar, then Lewin. Yeah. Jaru, I know na Camille say Snoop Dogg.
Hey,
Snoop Dogg. Me Snoop Dogg in front of Jaru Musim. Even DMS Crapo is another hardcore rapper, but these are all people. According to them, we don't know the criteria they used to pick them up. But I think with Jay-Z occupying number 1, I mean Jay-Z is a very hardcore rapper. Kendrick Lamar, the Medikal, that Lewe Meshe Honum, Nas, Tupac, Eminem, Notorious B.I.G., fine, Drake. I think the list is in order, but 7 and 2 they need to swap.
I see.
Yes.
Okay, now let's come to Ghana. So whilst Billboard has done this for the American music industry in Ghana, an organization called, Richie put the flyer there. I don't know much about the organization as a matter of fact, and I want to be very honest with that. I don't know much about them. What's their name again? Rag Out. An organization called also done same for Ghana. And they are also saying of all time. They are also saying of all time. And once again, they are saying that top 10 rappers of all time. So whilst the Americans Billboard is giving us Ghana's Billboard that rang out, they're also giving us this. And according to them, top 10 rappers of all time. Number 1 is Sarkodie. Number 2, Lord Kenya. Number 3, Obrafo. Number 4, Derek Money's best friend, Edem. Number 5, E.L. Number 6, Ochame Kwame. Number 7, Reggie Rockstone. Number 8, Kwao Kese Abodam. Number 9, Trigmatic. And number 10, Manifest. Chamo, ready a yedi muntino ubika. Ready a yedi ubika na ready ubika.
Yeah. Interesting. I mean, say list ba abontin say ya the man who asem kakakra din ye say reasons are omode ye omode list no ezen ka omma ye kakra na ye hwe say no mo ye adwen na say de na ejiri say nka omode kan ho a enka ebe misplacing kofu bi and say be yin kofu bi every day nkofu bi abeshe position we I disagree with some people in this list. me anka me yi nkofo bi afim but me be come asem say omunim ti a yenso enim ka and listen e ho no I think somebody like Okomfo Kwade should be in it. Say omo ye listen so omo say omo follow rap game no pa. I think somebody like Okomfo Kwade shouldn't be out of this list. Because
time I think I agree. Time
not Okomfo Kwade anymore. I mean, you have to come again. And then I make a say nka omo de omo throw bibi kakra kan say based on these factors. And the higher list we are. Then we can say okay, factors we are more there in the crown. And you have to consider some of these people because apart from the fact say making impact in the space, you know, you still remember them. Almost relevant even without coming out with new songs.
Okay.
And you know, somebody like Okomfo Kwade should be in this list.
Okay.
Yapo.
Yeah, of all time.
Of all time. Yapono should be in this list because because of Nkofubi omo list we mo like on say and I make I say oh that one they forget
no allow
I'm mentioning that name because of Nkofubi omo like when you compare some of the people in here with Yapono say Nkofu ebebem there Yapono should have a space there. But and then
Okomfo Kwade
big time. You have to come
because they say of all time, so it means ever since rap started. So where is even Reggie Rockstone?
Reggie Rockstone is
okay. Sorry. Because of all time, yes. Obrafo should be in.
Into Obrafo.
Sorry, not Obrafo. Okomfo Kwade should be in.
Like Okomfo Kwade should be in. And you know, yeah, misplaced by Kona Okomfo Kwade be so. Minim baby om de no be say dey. As a back be free or at least as obesum. NG
Chemo de o se back free. Dem onim.
Yeah, me nim. Like na me list. Or like audience now or motion. Omo nyina nim de om be so me nim. Omo nyina film no mo financial.
Na for Okomfo Kwade.
Yes.
And Okomfo Kwade na your case.
Yes, I know.
Okay. Derek.
Brother.
Yankoi.
I don't know the criteria of the first of the selection.
Oh, you even use your criteria? Because as you are a music lover, you followed hip life since it started. And someone says, best rappers of all time. So even as a fan of rap music in Ghana, you can also use your criteria to do this.
Mr. Trigmatic is not supposed to be there.
I go back to my
and I'm not more can you trigmatic name for comfort. And even say I heard a ranking on that crap now. Ranking order. And you can say a day a friend is saying, Reggie was 2, baby, Reggie down 7 in it. I was a Reggie that 4th position.
Okay.
What I say? Now, you 4th, no, if you are no, 4th, no, because baby, trigmatic nation.
Okay.
What I say? Because Reggie, oh, yeah, no, order paper, Sakodi, Lord Kenya, Obrafo, Reggie Rockstone, na Otiame Kwame, na Afi Edemaba, Paukese. Na Okomfo Kwade before manifest. Into running order no. Omo hwe omo nkose sanfambra. Say you can top 10 rappers of all time. In running order, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
I see.
Sure. And yes, aside the no thing say omo nyina they all deserve to be there. Manifest very good rapper. Kwakese onu wa baby. Wayade. And then he say me said them who ye. He say me said them who the rappers na kitan me said that even years 2 is not supposed to be here. So Trigmatic and year question marks for me no more.
I see.
Yeah, aside
number 1. Why do I think Obrafo should be a number 1? Why am I thinking Obrafo should be a number 1?
Yes, that's number 1 because of Jay-Z being number 1. It's the same reason.
Yeah, something like that. But rappers of all time,
yeah.
But
It's just like
because
other
now
influence.
nobody can question Sarkodie's relevance now over Obrafo.
Yeah.
Nobody. In fact, you won't do this. But of all time.
Yeah, I think that the other factors will come in.
It is
That's
the same
why
reason
they will
Jay-Z
put
is number one.
Sarkodie ahead. Yeah.
But Jay-Z is not very influential in rap now. Now.
He is.
Rap.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
No,
What are you talking about?
Now they say Drake Mona.
But he still has.
We are not talking about the brand. We are talking about when they borrow up news here. It's just like Obrafo. Jay-Z is just like Obrafo. Maybe the only thing Jay-Z will use to beat Obrafo is the worth, like the fact that he has invested in music and now he controls music. Obrafo has not done much of that. And that's what I'm saying. Until now, I'll say, yeah, this happened. Anything else I could have number one. Okay, Yanko.
The list there, I don't have a problem with the list except of Kwakase. Yes, I believe Kwakase should be out of that list. If it is based on only influence, I can say that there are other people who probably have very similar influence as Kwakase. Like the influence that Kwakase had or even has in the space. There are other rappers who are equally good or even better than Kwakase that should be in there. And I agree, even if any of the new, like the hot guys right now, like the Amrado, the Strongman, and the likes, to put it in this list, I believe Okomfo Kwade self should replace Kwakase. Yes, because I don't know who I'm going to take out. All these guys, Sarkodie number one. Probably I would have done Sarkodie number one, Lord Kenya, Obrafo. Then I will add Reggie Rockstone. Then I'll add Edem. I'll add EO, Comfort Kwade, Ochame Kwame, Tregmatic, and Manifest. Yes, these people have. What if you should take everything aside? Let's put influence aside and put their body of works down. They are crazy. They are crazy. So I will only take Kwakase out, and that would be. Other than that, if any, unless they give us a criteria. But per what I have listened to in the Ghanaian rap space, especially from the hip life throughout the hip hop influence to now, I will only take Kwakase out of this list. Not because he's not good, but because if I am to compare him to other people or other rappers in the space, he wouldn't make my top 10.
Okay, so let's wrap up this way. If you are watching us and you have been following both worlds, that's the world of Billboard and the world of Rag Out. You can also put your own list under the video. We want to read from you your own list. So to them, in the Billboard chart, Jay-Z number one in that order, and in the Ghana chart, Sarkodie number one in that order. You can also do your own rearrangement. Let us hear from you. Let us read from you, and I'm sure we would appreciate that. On this note, we can only say thank you as we embark on our Kumasi tour, on our Kumasi trip. If you are in Kumasi, make sure you meet us there and let's link up. But in case, yes, in case you are coming for the show today, make sure when you come around, you look for us. And yes, if you drink water, drink Verna mineral water. It is the best so far. Ghana is hot at this time, so make sure that anytime you drink water, drink Verna water to stay hydrated. Anytime you drink Verna water too, you are helping save a life. So be part of this and let's do some more. My name is Sammy Flex. Special thanks to Intim Dodo Solomon Chemo, to man like Derek Money, the most trendiest entertainment pundit in Ghana this weekend. I know tomorrow, for instance, all the platforms. This morning I did an interview on you on Class FM. Oh yeah. No, after the interview. I did not even activate my phone early, so I want to believe some people might have called me. I activated my phone around 8 a.m. So I want to believe some people might have called me that they were not, because the moment I put my phone from flight mode, first call. Derek, but it's all good. Once again, we are sorry, and it's part of life. Me, I'm cool. Like Obia or can say Bianca. Obia or Bianca. Or this one too.
I dedicate Chabosum's speech, the ones I posted to them.
When I see status, I want for we. I'm saying, Rasa, I hope about it. The initial, yeah, organizing na yes strike here. Strike here. Thanks to Derek Money, thanks to Wale and Martin, to Digital Rasta Currency on camera, Richie Flex, editor, director of the show. My name is Sammy Flex. Follow us on social media, Sammy Man Flex on Instagram, verified. Samuel Atubiba on Facebook, verified. And then on Twitter, Sammy Man Flex. Let's do more. We are out of here. Stay tuned to us and let's do some more. We out.